episode number 128 of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
Hey, you guys.
Yes, we are ladies, scissor ladies sometimes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
TikTok has taught us so much.
We have so much to catch you guys up on. And I'm so glad we're here right now with you guys. Please let us know in the comments if you hear some kind of buzz in the background because it's really friggin' hot. Hey, Laura Lee!
What's up, beautiful?
It's really friggin' hot. And so we have like a little Dyson fan, which is kind of quiet. But we have a Dyson fan going in the background to on very low, but just to give us a little bit of circulation of air because
the struggle is real.
It's the struggle is real.
Literally, we got off
It's September 1st, guys. Rabbit.
Hey, Madison. Rabbit, you guys.
Right.
We got off our Think About It Thursday moments ago, and we were dripping wet downstairs.
And the AC is actually lower, like it works better, or it's going better downstairs. But anyway, I digress. Guys.
Yeah, well, because we're having a heat stroke. That's why.
We are having a heat stroke. But I do
Let us know if you hear the buzz, though.
Yeah.
Don't hear it. Stay cool, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you, Laura Lee.
Thank you, Laura Lee.
Hey, Alyssa. Okay, you guys, we're really excited about this podcast. We have spent so much time talking about this podcast because it's been 2 weeks since we've had a podcast.
3 weeks? I mean, it was 3 weeks ago that we had the podcast because we skipped 2 weeks. So
because we have some big things coming. We were not here 2 Thursdays ago because we're working on some big things that are coming soon.
Yes.
And last
Which we told you guys, the new website. Which is
a lot.
It's a lot.
But we're excited about it. And then last week was Super Zoo, which is the biggest pet industry
trade convention. Yes.
In the world.
Show in the world.
Yes. Marilyn is here.
Jill Vega is here,
so
which
Joey
sometimes she comes to Super Zoo, and we missed you so much this year. But it was so amazing. But guys, there was so much that has happened in the past 3 weeks since we've been able to like sit down and tell you guys what has been going on, like so much. And this podcast is named Energy is Everything. And because everything that's happened in the past 3 weeks, we 100% relate to energy, both good and bad, or if we're going to judge it, both good and bad. The lessons that we've learned over the past 3 weeks have been all about energy, and we got to share it with you guys because we preach it all the time, and we don't.
Here's the thing. Here's what I want to say is that
we're going to use our words.
We do talk about it all the time, especially when it comes to health issues that our cats are dealing with. And we talk to so many behaviorists. Cat Behavior Alliance, I know you can say preach. So many times when they're dealing with a behavioral issue with a cat, it really is because of human stress or energy issue. And so trying to really work on the holistic approach of what our household is going through in order to best help everyone in it can be a challenge. And here's the thing is that it is one thing always. I know you guys can relate. It is one thing, Dana, I love you. It's one thing to be wake up every day and list 3 things that you're grateful for, right? It's one thing to spend some time every day thinking about your blessings, really trying to stay in that on that perspective of gratitude. Sure. But there are those days, you guys, where we say it, but we don't feel it. We don't feel it.
Right.
Gratitude is an emotion. Recognizing and accepting blessings is a physical experience, and we have the whole week of Super Zoo to really just
oh my god. But let's go back just a hair further or a hair back further.
Why is it gotta be about hair?
I have no idea because we're talking about cats. But so here's what happened. So like a couple weeks ago, I don't even know if it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Time is really weird. But a little while ago, we went through a stressful event. It was stressful. And then it was a super exciting event at the same time. Like not the same thing, but like super. For instance, we had a stressful life event happen. Business related life event happen. And then we went immediately into a viral video that's our first viral cat tip, and not just on TikTok.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Not just on TikTok.
I know so many of our VIPs are here, and they know that 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, we posted a similar cat tip about how we feed our cats. And bottom line,
it was our very first
viral millions of views video that we had ever
About
made.
your cat's dish.
And it's one of those things, like food is foundational. How we feed, how we eat, everything is foundational. So we thought we would do a little like second edition of it, and we did it,
and do more than just like the whisker stress. Also,
Right.
like adding in a little bit more tips about like why we don't want to feed our cats from a narrow bowl, like kind of thing. Like it was just like this.
It's simple. It's
Okay.
simple one-on-one stuff that every one of you here have already seen the video, already understand it, even if you never saw the video. But we posted it. It went viral on TikTok. It's almost at 9 million views. But here's the crazy thing, you guys. It went viral on Instagram, our most elusive of all platforms. It has 2 million views on Instagram.
Right.
YouTube, which was our very first platform that we
Mhm.
did not know how to cultivate or really do well.
Yeah, we haven't put a whole lot of we have the
Also-
we've thought about putting energy into it. We've talked about putting energy into it, and we have plans to put energy into YouTube. But
But this cat tip,
it's
we
over 1 million
uploaded it
views.
as a short, which is
I
amazing on YouTube, and there's been more views. But it also went viral on YouTube. So it was like this. We wake up on a Thursday morning, going through a very stressful business situation, to waking up to millions upon millions of views on this one cat tip that is going to change the lives of a lot of cats.
And what's interesting,
feels really good.
look at our Black Panthers
Oh
walking
my
up to us
goodness,
right now.
babies.
So what happened? So what's very interesting about it is that there was this stressful event that we were like very negatively affected by emotionally, right? We were just negatively affected. And then there was this super amazing event happening, like basically the same time that we were positively affected by. So consciously, we were both like, let's focus on the positive.
Always.
This is awesome. Let's just count our blessings. But subconsciously, we were in
still
check.
little rage ball.
We weren't in check.
Yes.
And this is what told us.
Oh, so you guys know that we've been the Two Crazy Cat Ladies we just celebrated.
And
our-
at the exact same time was our celebration of 7 years as the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Lucky number.
Same day.
Same day.
Same day. We
Yes.
wake up to millions of views everywhere, which is I know everyone's like, oh, I'm getting a bunch. For us, it's like every person that sees a video is changing their cat's life in a certain way, and we know what that is to change our cat's lives. It's huge.
And because it's a cat tip versus like
Versus
when
a
our
cute
cats
video.
are like running around and our cats are cute and
So
whatever.
that happens.
That
It's
doesn't really make a big difference. It just,
It's our 7-year anniversary. It is your grandfather's birthday. It is.
may he rest in peace.
He just passed last year, but a significant man and a significant
Hugely
moment.
significant.
So we're going through this like stressful thing. We wake up to our 7-year anniversary, granddad's birthday,
a huge
this one cat tip going viral on
And
3 platforms.
everybody still to
not
this
Facebook.
day, we're talking almost 3 weeks later now. To this day, everybody is reaching 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks later, I think. 2 weeks, I don't know. Everybody
Time
is
weird.
everybody is still reaching out to us. I cannot tell you how many DMs we're getting
know.
on all
It's
the different platforms
unbelievable.
asking, what about my cat with this issue? What about my cat with this
You
issue?
guys, for real.
So amazing.
Here's how we know. So our cats have been with us for the past many, many, many years, all of them different durations of time, as you guys well know. Our cats are our family. Our cats are in this business with us, and our cats gave us a major check yourself before you wreck yourself moment
That's
on
for sure.
that Thursday. Let me just explain. So our cats are a huge part of our life. It's the reason that we do what we do.
Mhm.
They are each individually responsible for something specifically that we do every day. They're beautiful beings. We are not worthy of them. I know you guys feel the same way about your cats. And on Thursday, as we wake up to our 7-year anniversary, as we're still dealing with a very stressful business situation, and as we're just absorbing the day, especially with the cat tip, whatever, our cats went ape.
Nuts.
And let me
Literally
just be specific.
ape shit crazy.
Our
Like
two
literally.
Panthers, our 2 Panthers attacked Pooh Bear as if he was a foreign alien trying to kill everyone in the house.
Our
It
Panthers,
was
for those of
horrifying.
you guys that follow us and you know about our Black Panthers, they are the kindest, sweetest, like literally we call them the most perfect cats on the planet.
Most social, the most personable, the most affectionate.
You're brand new, you just walk into the house, we've never met before, and they will like come up and rub on you and maybe even jump on your back like, hi.
This is our house. Welcome.
Cats. The noises that came out of those two, both of them.
I don't even want to make them right now because I feel like
we're so scary.
It was horrifying.
It was so scary that it was like, what is happening in our house?
And they were going, I was actually in the garage packing orders. Jay was outside. We both came running in because our entire house exploded. It was, and you can imagine, it was between the Panthers and Pooh Bear.
As we saw,
but every single cat was poofed 5 times their normal size. It was a horrifying experience. And
that was just one.
And I want to say that
it happened a few more times.
We separated them. It happened a few more times. And I want to say Cat Behavior Alliance, one of the many resources that we reached out to when this happened, because we felt totally blindsided by it.
And let's just say real quick.
What?
How blessed are we to have so many resources? The resources that we give you guys.
All of us. You guys.
Exactly. The resources that we give you guys when it's like, oh, but you can reach out to Pam with Perfectly Holistic. You can reach out to Linda and Rita with Cat Behavior Alliance.
Oh, we did.
We were like, hey, you could reach out to Karen Dindy Smith is who we reached out to for Animal Communicator.
Oh, we did.
We did it all.
You guys, because I don't
think, how blessed are we?
Actually, I think a lot of you guys probably know how horrifying an actual cat fight is. So many people contact us all the time saying like, I don't know if I should break it up. Most of the time when cats are like hunting each other or playing, whatever, it is play. It's maybe it even gets a little rough play. They're pushing boundaries. They're testing their situation, right? This was not that. No. This was horrifying. And it was teeth and claws and just horrifying.
Really horrifying.
We were able to scoop up both of the Black Panthers and put them in a room. We separated them. We were like, that was weird. Like, was there a cat scent or something that
and they were perfectly fine together.
Oh, they're fine. And 100%. They're fine with Zorro and Friday are Black Panthers, and they're fine with Jack. They're fine with Madison. They're fine with Twist.
But then Jack turned on in his thought at Pooh Bear too.
So we let them back out, and then Jack, who is one of Pooh Bear's best friends.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened, but he turned and hissed. While everyone else is sleeping, he turns and hisses at Pooh Bear, and here come the Panthers with their noises. Horrifying.
You just did it. You were like, I don't want to do the noise. But it was like 10 times higher pitched than that. But it was, it horrifying. Was so.
And all
to say, we went through really behavioral issues in our home, and we were like, what is happening?
A few days.
At the same time that all this like amazing stuff, and right after all this like horrible stuff happened, like it was like all of this is happening at the same time. And we ended up I think it was a Saturday night or something, Friday night or Saturday night, and I text Karen Dindy Smith, and I said,
wait, back it up. So we did reach out. I have to say this because I think it is a little on the mystical side. So we did. We first reached out to Pam Roussel, Perfectly Holistic.
She's always our first go-to.
She is always our first go-to. Yes. And many of you probably have her as on
and things calmed down a little bit
as well. And she said she was picking up on a visitor, a feline spirit.
That's right. I forgot about
that. Here's what I think is mystical. So we didn't know why all of a sudden, because what we were witnessing was a really violent redirected aggression. Our cats have lived together for a long time. Everyone was turning on Pooh Bear. It was very scary. And as you guys know, Pooh Bear is my heart. So this was a traumatic situation. Pam said that she felt that Mr. Biddles was visiting. And we were like, that's weird. However, think back to, and we have a recording of this, think back to one of our beautiful VIPs, Trisha, was our first introduction into animal communication. And when Mr. Biddles died suddenly in 2020, it rocked us, and she gifted us an animal communication session in which Mr. Biddles said he was going to, specifically to Jay, he was going to take special care of her. He knew how important her granddad was, and that he would be helping her on her, how did he say it?
I don't remember
always
exactly,
be
but
there.
basically he would always be there.
He would always be there.
Mhm.
It was Granddad's birthday.
And that he has been there through the
Right.
whole thing.
And Mr.
And it was
Biddle's
Granddad's birthday when all this happened.
right.
And also our 7-year anniversary.
Right. So we were
That's
like,
true.
okay, maybe that's it. Maybe Mr. Biddles is running around thinking he's a comedian, but it's not funny anymore, bro. So maybe
So we had to act like I asked him not to leave,
no,
but to
never
go
leave.
outside, and then we'll come outside and we'll hang out with you outside. But can you just like stay away from the cats? Don't let
Because Mr. Biddles and Pooh Bear were the best friends. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
they were.
They were. So I was like, maybe
So-
that's it. They were. Okay. So fast forward.
So
then
things
we-
calmed down. Then it railed, like all of a sudden it's like bad again. And
It's
it wasn't
like
as bad as the first time, but it was like they're fighting again. All of a sudden those noises are coming out of the Black Panthers and we are having to separate them. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have to put Pooh Bear away and sometimes we have to put the Black
whichever
Panthers
ones
away.
we can get into.
Whoever, yeah, we can
first.
grab to take away first. And it was just lots of behavioral issues going on. So then we contacted
Saturday.
Karen Dendy Smith,
What's your first
from-
available appointment?
and I'm
please?
like, please, what is your first available appointment? We'll take anything. And it was like Monday. Mondays are the worst days for us. Like to
We're like, we'll
book an
take it.
appointment with us on a Monday is like,
nope, sorry.
no.
I don't care if you're Oprah Winfrey.
I was like, yes, we'll take Monday. I don't care if you're Oprah Winfrey. So she said, I cannot take an
we're
appointment on Monday
not doing meetings on a
unless
Monday.
it's about our cats, and
Right.
then we're gonna take it. So
Prioritize people.
yeah, so we met with her on Monday, and it was, let me tell you, crazy
So
because
poor
she had
Karen-
no idea what was
Poor Karen,
happening.
you guys-
There was no precursor. There was no like, okay, so we've been going through a stressful event, and
No,
then there was
it
like
our cats have turned
or this
violent.
what happened or
What's
whatever. It
going
was
on?
just like our cats are attacking each other. We don't know what's going on. Can you help us?
And to be very clear, it was always Friday that would instigate. Friday would instigate.
we
and
would see.
Zorro was the
That
one that
we
was
would
like
see.
right there.
It was like Zorro had her back, and Zorro
No
has
matter what.
never like even
Would wake up out of a dead sleep and would start making these sounds because he heard Friday make a sound.
and that is so precious, right? Like
Bonded
in
pair.
one sense, it's really precious.
And the
because
other,
Zorro is
it
like-
makes two.
Friday has gone after Madison. Friday
Oh.
goes after Jack. I mean, he doesn't care, but they're playing. But Friday's
Right.
gone after Madison, where it turns into like a Zorro will sleep through it. He doesn't
Friday
even
and Madison
care.
are working out their queendom
They are.
here is what's
But-
going on.
But
Friday and Pooh Bear is totally different.
yeah,
So we had this poor Karen Dendy Smith, you guys. A lot of you saw the podcast that we did, Communicate with Your Cat. I don't know if you believe in animal communication or you don't, but if you're on the fence and you got to hear this animal communication session, she had
You'd
no
be a
idea what was
believer.
going on. And there were times where she was like, okay, I just want to say, all right. I just want to remind you that I am just the messenger. This is what they're saying. She used words. Friday said words that were verbatim words that were spoken between us. Pooh Bear said words that were verbatim what was spoken between us.
and Friday was saying my words, and Pooh Bear was saying her words, and it was like we
freaky.
were looking at each other like tears in our eyes, like, oh my God, they just took on that energy, that
All of it.
subconscious energy, right? Like, because we were excited. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of
But it
good
was
stuff
the
happening.
negative part, the negative
But the
things that
negative
just
stuff
happened,
we didn't
business-wise.
deal with. We never dealt with. It was like,
No,
whatever,
they
move
have not
on,
been
keep
properly
working.
addressed. No,
Right. They weren't properly addressed. So instead, we were suppressing that subconscious thing
Right.
that we hadn't dealt with for a couple days. And
So poor Pooh Bear had a little rage ball that he wasn't doing anything about. And poor Friday was a little Tasmanian devil that wanted him to do something about it.
Fridays
and
were
they went
exactly.
Crazy. I have to say, it was the most humbling experience and also the most centering experience because our cats are in this with us together. And while we can say all day long that our energy impacts our cats and we can act like, oh my gosh, this is some really exciting stuff going on today. Let's focus on that. Our subconscious is still like, oh,
Yeah.
really? And our cats were like, check yourself or you wreck yourself. Just get it together. Be transparent. Deal with what needs to be dealt with. That was so foundational because Monday was the first day of Super Zoo. And it brought us back to, oh, get your shit together. And it was amazing. from there. Our babies are doing so good. I just want to
the first day of Super Zoo
most
to boot.
importantly-
Let me just say that the first day of Super Zoo to boot, we were having a conversation with an animal communicator in order to try to figure out that everything's going to be okay
because we were about to leave the house.
Yeah, for like hours and hours and hours at a time.
Right.
To do this convention.
I can't even tell you the gratitude I have for our these beautiful beings that share a life with us. They are so much bigger than us, so much better than us. And it was a really new foundational moment for us. It was so real. Even poor Karen was like, I hope this is making sense. I don't know. And then we told her a little bit about
Does this make sense?
We told her a little bit about what had happened. And she was like, she's the professional animal communicator. And she was like, even I am just like surprised. Like there have been so many times where she's saying what is being, spoken through her. And she's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes so much sense, the person receiving the message. And that was our experience. She is a pro. Her and Meredith have rocked our world.
This blows my mind every time.
Yeah. How accurate and how it's empowering. It really is empowering. It's very humbling. I will say that. So Monday was the first day of Super Zoo, and we had this hugely powerful moment. We got to share gratitude with Pooh Bear, with Friday, with all of our little ones, and then we left to go to a podcast with Pam Roussel and Dr. Ryan Yemka and Janet with Popology and Gwen Campbell with Dr. Judy Morgan. We got to sit there with these amazing people and absorb
their energy.
You guys.
And then we got to go out to dinner with them.
Going on. Like, I love the questions that Pam came up with too. Like everything that's changed in the past year. What are we looking forward to? What's like great questions. Pam Roussel is total pro and really plugged into the best of trying to make our pets' lives better. Amazing. We got to go to dinner with them. We got to read like studies and stuff that Ryan Yemka had. So much stuff.
It was just amazing. So that was the beginning of the like refilling of the complete energy for us, like recentering us. And we forget. So Super Zoo has been a huge convention for us because we live here in Vegas and that's where it's hosted. So we always host a party and we try to bring everybody together
from the pet health industry.
Because
the pet industry is huge. You guys know.
Yeah.
It is.
But the people that are like-minded and out to save cats and out to save dogs and out to help pet health and things like that, we try to bring everybody together and host a party so that we can all be together, relax and rejuvenate and soak up each other's energy. And we were able to do that again this year. So then on Tuesday night, we had a great dinner with Dr. Odette Suter.
I can't even. Oh my God, we forgot to.
She was like a last minute. Oh, we forgot to wear our socks. She got us these poop socks. You guys remember we interviewed her on our podcast, and she brought to the party. She brought to the party poop socks for us.
You guys know Dr. Odette Suter is a pioneer of microbiome health. I don't think that she realizes the magnitude of fandom that she has created by the very fact that she gives a shit.
Right.
I know she'll get that if she ever sees this podcast. She gives such a big shit. And she is, you get it now, don't you? She's amazing.
Very funny.
And she doesn't, I don't think that she really realizes it. It's
she definitely doesn't, because you told me a story about how you introduced somebody to her who was a super fan.
Yeah.
And they were like,
oh my God, it's like meeting Donny Osmond.
I'm such a big fan. And she was like, why? So Dr. Odette Suter, we got to meet her. We got to hang out with Billy Hookman again, who from Green Juju, one of our idols for many, many, many years. Krista and Jeff are the ones that bring it all together too. They're like, it's like us and Krista and Jeff, and they are the owners of Pug and Hound, and like an amazing store in Illinois.
Just them on a double date.
Oh yeah, I thought that was going to be it. We didn't get into as much trouble because
it wasn't a total double date.
Yeah. But that was great. And then on Wednesday, we walked the floor. We got to see so many people. We got to see Jackson Galaxy. We got to see Lindsay. We got to see the people from Armor Cat. We got to see the people from Cat It. We got to so many different
small batch, open farm.
Yes.
There were so many.
I don't even remember all of them. It was so awesome. So we got
Nathan and Sterling.
Come on.
They were on the floor.
Yes. And then they came to the party. And then at the end of the day, everybody came to the party. And it's called our Pet Health Junkies Party.
I still have to say, the biggest part of Wednesday for me, two things. Number one, it was Gwen's birthday. Gwen with Dr. Judy Morgan. It was her birthday. God bless her. She's away from her baby. She's handling everything in Las Vegas. It's her birthday on Wednesday.
Yep.
And we got to meet Carol.
Oh my God.
I just have to say, if you don't,
literally our favorite human on the planet.
I'm obsessed. I'm
Literally
obsessed.
our
I'm
favorite human
enamored.
on the
I
planet.
hope she doesn't listen to this podcast because I don't want to make her uncomfortable. But this woman was, the moment that we met her was like a kismet. It was a physical sensation.
Yep.
And she is the one, her and her late beautiful husband made it their passion project to create the Mine Pet Platter, which you guys have seen our babies eat off of for many months. Dr. Judy Morgan sent a couple of them to us for Christmas last year. And you know, Christmas last year was tough for us. Big piece of joy for our babies. We had a belated Christmas and our babies love those Mine Pet Platters. And we have used them ever since. We got to meet the innovator, the inventor, the creator of the Mine Pet Platter. And this is Carol. And we keep hearing about this Carol woman. When we met her, I'm telling you, she is such a bright, beautiful human.
You're going to see more of her. We're going to have her
Oh,
on
we
the
are.
podcast. We're going to have her on our,
We also got to, Monday, we also got to back it up a minute. Monday, before the podcast with Pam, we also got to meet Jessica Fisher.
Oh my God.
For the first time in real life ever.
So Jessica Fisher is she's from
Parenting Reset. She has her own proactive platform.
I had no idea. I think maybe I did, but I didn't remember at least that we were like her first interview.
I know we've been on her podcast.
We've been on her podcast, and we were apparently her first interview, but she is doing amazing things in the world.
She's one of our beautiful VIPs.
And she's one of our VIPs.
And she is one of these like teeny ladies. I hope that's not offensive. She's so little. Like she's the kind you can just nestle to your bosom forever. She's like a Pam size.
She's a Pam size.
She's like a pocket Pam, but she
has great energy as well.
She is
and
radiant.
So we got to meet her, and she came to our party too.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm just telling you, it was absolutely amazing. There might have been
Gwen's
body
birthday,
shots. There might
Carol.
have been some like craziness happening.
We got to meet Isabel Alvarez Arada with Covered in Pet Hair. She brought us T-shirts. Also, just like instantly, we knew that she was one of our favorites.
Benjamin with House Panther came. There was,
we got
our
to meet
pet sitter came.
Lou, who's doing rescue here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Our pet sitter, Sarah, got to come. I can't wait to see her. She's coming next week.
Yep.
Because she's going to
Billy came. Chelsea Kent.
I
mean, like
Ryan.
Big, huge people in the pet health world that are just like, amazing, you know, we've always been.
Yeah. What was the guy's name from Earth?
But here's the thing is that it was Ryan. Thing is that what we needed was exactly that. We needed to refresh and pull our energy, reset and pull our energy, rejuvenate our energy back to purpose, back to plan, and back to joy,
back to a positive
and gratitude.
Here's
gratitude of being in an industry that is full of the most amazingly awesome humans on the planet.
They're individually driven to accomplish their own goals. I think it is one of the most incredibly powerful things for pets.
To help pets live their best life,
happiest life.
Yes.
I feel like I'm forgetting so many people that were there. I was just going back through my.
There are because there were like 40, so that would be a really long podcast. And we only have like 6 minutes left.
I'm sorry.
So we don't have to shout everybody out.
What a positive power pump it was, though.
Yeah,
it was just
Small
incredible.
Batch came to our party.
Small Batch came. There's so many cards I've gotten.
So many. I mean, but our executive director.
Oh, hey!
Happened to be filming the whole thing, and we were able to put together a little compilation video to kind of highlight it. It doesn't even touch. It doesn't even scratch the surface.
I love that you just dropped executive director. Like you guys know, many of you guys may not know that Jennifer Lopez is our executive director. A lot of our VIPs
you probably don't know that because
know her as Sissy. But it was a brainstorm on Monday because we were like, this is where we're at. And this is a beautiful thing. I love it. Sissy has been in our lives for
my entire life.
The entire life. I've only known Sissy for the past 20 and a half years. wait a minute, 21 years.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So she's a little bit of a stranger to both of us, but I'm very excited.
But she's actually been with us as Two Crazy Cat Ladies since day one.
Since day one.
She has been working. She worked for free for the first 7 years, basically.
6.75 years.
Yeah, like literally has always been with us. Whenever there's a new idea that I've had, I go to Sissy. I'm like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Like she has always been.
So it's been exciting. This is
here
the
with
first
us
year we
since
were
the
able
beginning.
to actually hire her. And so now it's us. It's the Three Musketeers.
It's the Three Musketeers.
Mouseketeers? I don't know.
Mouseketeers?
Catketeers? I don't know.
Catketeers.
Sounds very weird. It's just the three of us now. And it is a really exciting and empowering thing. It's really remarkable to spend every part of your personal, professional life with people that you know, love, and trust. You just sent hearts. I love you so much, Sissy.
Yes.
And it really is this remarkable moment. So as we were thinking about, when this continues to grow, what is, because people are asking us, what is Sissy? What does she do? What is Sissy?
And she always just introduces
herself. And she's like, I'm just Sissy.
I am Sissy.
I'm just Sissy, right? No, there needs to be something a little more professional. So we decided on executive director because she does
what she is.
A little bit of every damn thing that's done.
Yep.
In everything that we do. So moving forward, she's just going to be the executive director of everything.
Hundo.
100%. I love you so much, Sissy.
Yes.
Watch the replay of the live is great. What? One, Marilyn?
But to be able to have her there with us was also amazing, because we sometimes with the two of us, we can just get wrapped up in maybe the stress of like, oh, we have to be at this event at this time. We have to be, at dinner here.
We let it mess with our energy.
We let it mess with our energy. Sissy
helps keep our
her positive
centered.
Energy.
Well, she really helped keep it. She really helped keep the perspective. Sissy is very much aware of stressful events that have happened. And she's very much like, Sissy's been through a lot in her life. And I hope that no one has to go through everything that she's gone through to become the amazing human that she is. But she has a grasp on perspective that is a gift to those of us that struggle with it from time to time. And we were struggling with it. And she really just snapped us back. So what a gift to spend such a significant time together at the biggest industry show all together. It was so huge and I was thinking for me and Sissy, it's a great little practice round of peopling, because I've just been like the little hobbit for the past 2 years. Like, oh my God, I can't go out. It's COVID. But Super Zoo, we're out and about socializing, having to people and loving everyone. There's no replacing actual in real life experiences. And everyone that we got to see at Super Zoo is a great reminder of that. But CatCon is a month away. And I really feel like Super Zoo was great practice for me and Sissy, who have a little bit of an introverted
and me
side.
Too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need more comfortable shoes. I'm gonna need to.
You're thinking about shoes.
I'm thinking about my back. I'm thinking about standing up a lot instead of sitting at a desk.
It's gonna be amazing.
Walking.
Though. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
CatCon is gonna be. Super Zoo was absolutely the energy that we needed in order to make CatCon.
Oh, it's going to be great. And we'll see what CatCon is. It's going to be the first back in real life CatCon.
Super Zoo basically was
since 2019.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it.
I'm so excited about it. It happens in LA. If you guys don't have your tickets, get your tickets and show up.
Yeah.
Come see us. We're gonna be speaking. We're gonna have a booth. We are going to be partying. We're going to have so much fun. It's a weekend, October 1st and 2nd. We're super excited about it.
Yeah.
So
all I have to
I
say
guess the lesson
is your energy is always everything, and surround yourself with people that have a perspective that can really bring out the best in you. Sissy is a great example of that. Jennifer Lopez here today with us. Sissy is a great example of that. And the entire industry of holistic minded pet people. What a reality check for us to be able to spend time with people on that level of energy that spend every day, regardless of anything, doing what they can, being motivated to do something that betters our pets' lives. And a special thank you to our cats
Yeah.
who gave us a real slap in the face to check
That we
yourself
needed.
before you wreck yourself, because we did need that. And they're as much a part of this journey as you are, or as
you
I
are.
am. And it was really beautiful in a really horrifying way, but exactly what we needed to get to cut through the fog at the time.
Energy is everything.
It is.
Just make sure that even when you don't get it, pay attention, because your cats will. And they'll tell you when it's time to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. And now you have a whole list of resources to reach out to.
Yes.
That's the case.
And I'm sure there's a ton more that we could talk about with you guys today, but we need to wrap this up so we can get back to work, because there's a lot to do. But we love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us,
you guys,
for episode number 128 of Back in the Closet. Crazy. We love you guys so much. Mwah.
We'll see you guys next week. Mwah. Bye, guys.